to and disappear. I won't lie down and I won't, I won't lie down, and I can't do this without you. I won't lie down and I won't, I won't lie down, and I can't do this without you. Your stories, they come from the heart, glue me together and tear me apart. Your stories, they come from the heart, glue me together and tear me apart. I won't lie down and I won't, I won't lie down, and I can't do this without you. I won't lie down and I won't, I won't lie down, and I can't do this without you. Your stories, they come from the heart, glue me together and tear me apart.
To go between two cameras, it just doesn't do it automatically when you lock it. Now, when it comes to the format on the iPhone, we put it on high efficiency so that it can get the best quality, and then also put HDR on. And on the Google Pixel XL, we have HDR on, and we also have video stabilization. Those are the settings that I have for the iPhone 8 Plus and the Google Pixel XL 2. I did also put up the volume. I don't think that has anything to do when you are recording audio and when you're recording video on the audio part of the mic, but I wanted to keep them both consistent so that when you hear the mic coming out of these phones, then you know that there's no settings when one is low or one is high, just to keep them both the same so that we can compare them and see exactly how they are similar and how they are different. So we're out here in the park recording and testing the front-facing camera of the iPhone 8 Plus and the Google Pixel XL 2. So just to see how it goes head-to-head. All the settings are just the way I put them in the video earlier. So if you haven't seen that part, go back and check it out. But it's the middle of the day, around 11 a.m. It's really sunny right now. The sun is hitting my face, so I'm just walking around and seeing how the colors are reproduced with the shadows and the highlights, and also what's being overexposed and underexposed. From what I see right here on the iPhone 8, it looks like it's a little overexposed compared to the Pixel XL 2, but we'll see how it looks once we get into take this into Final Cut Pro and see exactly how it looks on a computer screen. So now I'm gonna just turn around. The sun will be right behind me, so it's going to look a little dark on my face, but just for stability, we're gonna take a quick little run right here and see how it hands. Oh man, it's hard to walk and run and talk at the same time. But let's turn the camera around and see how the main shooter on both of these cameras do. So this is the main shooter of the iPhone 8 Plus and the Google Pixel XL 2. I'll leave little indicators letting you know which one is which, and also the audio, which one it's coming from, so that you guys know. And we are walking in the park, so there's a mixture of sunny areas and also shaded areas. And just to see how things look like if we get real close to this branch right here, the iPhone seems to be doing a better job on exposure, at least from right now. Before I take it into Final Cut Pro and see exactly what's going on. But both of them seem to be doing a good job on just focusing on the whole picture and stuff. And we also know that the iPhone has a 2x zoom, so if I hit that, you can see that it gets in closer, but the Pixel doesn't have that. The Pixel XL doesn't have that because it has the one camera. So if we zoom back out, that's what it feels like. And now just take a little quick walk. There's some flowers over here, and the sun is directly right behind me right now, so it's shining right on these flower pots. But let's take a look and see exactly how these colors look and the flowers look. And it honestly looks pretty good. I'm gonna say both of these cameras are really good when it comes to video recording and taking pictures. It's almost the difference is just for a personal preference, but other than that, everything looks super good in both of these pictures. Now I'm gonna go for a quick run just to see how the stability on the video looks, and you guys let me know. It's hard to run and talk at the same time, but I'm trying to keep y'all entertained. So that was the field test of the cameras, and let me know which one you guys liked better in the comment section down below. So that was a video test between the Google Pixel XL 2 and the iPhone 8 Plus, and both of these cameras look really awesome. And I'm gonna leave you guys off with some picture samples from the Google Pixel XL 2. These pictures were taken in the middle of the day around noon at a local park. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
4 is tons of textures in the image. There are tons of rocks, tons of trees, tons of leaves. It's perfect. So the first thing I've noticed that each phone is handling the flares very differently.
What one did you like the most?
So far, I liked the Pixel the most.
Alright, so we're going to test dynamic range right here. We have the perfect opportunity because half of this cliff face is blown out like by the sun. There's a line from the shadow, then there's dark right in the waterfall. So this is going to see how good it retains the highlights and shadows at the same time.
The heck is he doing?
So while we were out shooting the waterfall, we met a friend, or as one might call him, a model. All right, so we're down here by the waterfall. Random stranger we found to be our model. We're gonna try the portrait mode out on the Pixel versus the iPhone 8's portrait mode. Samsung S8 Plus doesn't have a portrait mode, so sorry.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah.
What are you guys on YouTube?
Yeah.
Where at?
Moment Sizzlers.
Moment Scissors?
All right, so now we're gonna go into video mode, but Caleb, where do you wanna go?
I want to go shoot the video from up there
I wanna
pointing
go
down.
shoot up the video there down too.
Let's go.
What do you know? Let's go.
Let's go. Jeffrey.
All right, so we made our way up here to check out the video mode on these phones. Right now we're gonna shoot on 4K and 30 frames a second on the new Pixel phone, and then we'll be doing the same on the other devices. So when we're shooting video, we're looking for colors, dynamic range, and sharpness.
All right, so for location 2, we thought what better than just a generic city park. And like with every test we do, ever, Caleb had to skate.
Just slow-mo test.
Just slow-mo test. Let me practice my kickflip.
It's the only
dude.
time I can practice my kickflip. I mean, All right, back by popular demand, skateboard slow-mo test. One thing to note is that the iPhone 8 Plus does shoot 240 at 1080p, so that is a small advantage over the Pixel 2, but let's see how they look.
Say something about Caleb eating it.
Caleb may or may not fall.
Oh, what's up?
As much as we loved our first portrait mode model, it was time to call in the big guns. And who better
Jeffrey.
than Jeffrey?
Okay, so we're gonna put these up head to head, Pixel 2 versus iPhone 8 Plus, just to test the portrait mode. We're looking for how the bokeh looks, the amount of blur, and how the fringing and feathering looks, the quality of it. So we'll do a test of Jeffrey and let you decide what looks better. When is it time for Starbucks?
Right now.
So a major side note with the Google Pixel 2 is that you can use moment lenses in conjunction with the portrait mode. The iPhone 8 Plus can't do this because it uses the dual lenses simultaneously to get the portrait mode effect, but this setup is super powerful. You are able to get wide shots with a blurry background.
They are the coolest portraits we've seen from a phone to date.
It's pretty cool. Anyways, just a side note, back to the test.
Pretty cool.
Let's go, brothers.
The third and final location was Seattle at night in order to test the low light in all three devices.
So we're skating out. I don't know exactly where we're gonna end up, but oh, it smells like poop. But yeah, the city's right here. Wow, this is beautiful. Check it.
Okay, let's actually just talk through the lines real quick. So hey guys, we're out here shooting low light.
You know we're using that.
All right, everybody, it's finally dark and it's time to see what these devices can do in low light. We're gonna be looking for how much detail we get and also how much noise there is in the image. We are working with a little ambient light and the city skyline in the background. Actually, not bad.
Oh, thanks, Jeffrey.
No problem.
What were you?
Practice. Wow, so at a first glance, we're really impressed with how these smartphones are handling all this low light. The noise reduction does a really good job in all the phones.
So just like Niall said, there is some ambient light in these shots. This is a more real world situation. If you're in a city at night, there's gonna be a lot of light spilling in, but that's more of a real world test. And just a side note, if you can't tell already, this is a very unscientific test. We try to make these slightly entertaining, but also slightly informative.
Leave in the comments if you think they're more entertaining than they are informative, because we don't know what we're doing. All right, guys, we are at our last test, and we are putting these devices through the paces. The point of this test is to test video in low light and see how it does.